Lord Krishna, what comes to your mind first?
God.
Girlfriends.
God. Okay, I take all your answers. But did you see how mentoring is not the first thing that comes to your mind when you listen to his name? Although he was a great mentor to Arjuna in the battlefield during the Mahabharata. Similarly, I never thought I would have a beautiful journey of being mentored for the one whole year to enhance myself and learn through it. But good things happen to those who make it happen, and that's how I signed up for Speechcraft. So on the November of 29th, 2020, when I walked through this door to this exact same place with a couple of my friends to a bunch of new faces who are now quite old, for the first meeting of Speechcraft, which went exceedingly well, we were told that we would be sent the mentor-mentee pairs by the end of the day on the WhatsApp group, and that we'll have to get in touch with them. By the end of the day, the message read, Abhinav would be my mentor. Now, I mustered so much courage to text him because I was scared I would tell the wrong things to him, because I didn't want to make a bad first impression. Especially if it's your mentor or a coach, you wouldn't want to take that risk. He was kind enough to reply and said, you know what, let's get on a call. So we got on a Zoom call, we introduced ourselves to each other, we fixed on a schedule for our reviews and run-throughs and all of it. And throughout the Speechcraft, we stuck to it. But my third speech of Speechcraft, I sent him the script, he approved it, right? And he said, if you're free, let's get on a quick run-through. I said, okay, cool. He sent me the link on WhatsApp, we got on a Zoom call. To my surprise, there is someone else on that laptop screen apart from Abhinav, right? And that is Toastmaster Arvind. The first thing he says is, hey dude, what's up? And the first thing I say is, hey, where's Abhinav? He said he's busy, he's caught up with something, he asked me to do the mentoring. I said, wait, but 10 seconds ago he sent me a message, and how can he be busy by then? He said, no, something came up, that's why he asked me to do it. I said, I'm not giving the mentoring to you. It's okay, I don't care, I'll wait for him even if it's 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. But he somehow convinced me to give that run through. He gave his feedback, I took it. There's a slight turn of the laptop, and Abhinav goes, hey, how was the surprise? I said, thank you very much, it was very nerve-wracking. So the first lesson here is, your mentor will try and push you out of your comfort zone for you to grow and become better, be it in a small way, be it in a big way, or through a prank like this. Now, coming to the second learning that I learned from my mentor is that your mentor is not a selfish person who will restrict your learning. He would rather open endless possibilities for you to learn. Abhinav didn't tell me, I am the only way for you to learn, so you have to learn only from me. He would rather tell me anecdotes, or he would rather tell me how observant he is from people and pick those qualities from them and learn. Say for example, he would tell me if it was for purposeful movement on stage, he would observe how Lalit would do it. Or when it came to using good vocabulary, he would observe how Rohan would do it and pick it up from them. So that's when I learned that there is learning from anyone and everyone only if you're a keen observer and pick the right things. Now, before I go to the third and the next learning, let's go back to the first call I had with Abhinav where we introduced ourselves to each other. There was this other person who popped in on the call and introduced himself to me. That was again Toastmaster Arvind. It's like he would be on most of my mentoring calls, so he'd seen me grow through the 8 weeks of Speechcraft, and he would tell me, he would add on to the suggestions that Abhinav had, or he would just tell me how good I was doing throughout the week. So when Abhinav had to leave the club, I had to go to someone else for my mentoring, and I chose Arvind because obviously he'd seen me grow through it, so he probably analyzed how I was. So when I went to him as a mentee, although it was just the 2 speeches that he mentored, he picked on my strength and tried to build on it. So I am the person who wants her script to be perfect, and I spent a good amount of time writing my script. So when I sent my leadership script to him, he said, let's get on a review call for the script. I said, okay, cool. He asked me to read the entire script, When I read the script, there were a few areas which when wrote sounded very good, but when told, it sounded complicated and it would obviously be hard for the audience to comprehend. So there were places where he would ask me, do you really want to keep this? And if I gave a justifiable answer, he would say, okay, let's try and make it better and build on it. Right? So if I have to summarize the 3 key or major learnings that I learned from my mentors is that first, that your mentor will push you out of your comfort zone for your own growth and betterment, no matter how big or small it is or through a prank. Second, that your mentor is not a selfish person, but he would rather open doors for your endless possibilities to learn. And third, instead of building on your weakness, your mentor will build on your strength, because I believe that no matter how many good knives you have, you always have to sharpen it time to time to do the needful. And lastly, if you'd ask me, would I treat these 2 gentlemen as mentors with anybody else in this room? I would definitely not. Thank you.